Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's episode is all about weeding the front yard and tackling all of these weeds. So let's get started. Before we get started, I just want to remind you of what the front yard looked like. I did an intro video showing all the weeds, and since then, so much has grown. It's rained a couple days. Of course, weeds love rain. Let me take a look all around here. It's going to be a task, but I cannot wait to see what it looks like once we have gotten all the weeds up. If we have time today, also, we will go back to our backyard and work on our barrels. We have some things we want to transplant out of the barrels and into the ground so that we can prep the barrels for annuals. We did not get to these hostas up here, but oh my gosh, look how beautiful they are. I told you, when they first start blooming, they are gorgeous, and then the sun gets to them and it's all downhill from there. So we will also go underneath and try to pull out the dead branches from last year and hopefully weed up and down our driveway. That is the focus for today. Okay, guys, I'm getting started in the front part of the yard. I am going to work on this side and see how far I get. I already started here and I forgot I didn't hit record, but I want you guys to go along this journey with me. So here we are. Let's keep moving. Along this path, there's like an old border I think the previous owners had, and it actually makes it kind of hard to get the weed up from in between there. Oh, there's hubby joining us. What?
Might need to get another one.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because these roots aren't coming out.
The roots are really thick, right? They don't want to get evicted. Okay, he just stole my tool, my best friend. We definitely have to buy another one because it does work great. So it seems like he's taking forever with my bestie. So I'm going to go in our garage and see if there is something else that I can find so I can keep moving. I'll be back. Okay, so I did not find another bestie, but I found two mini. I think we bought these at one time for our raised garden beds, but I don't know what these are going to do. And then I have this that we usually use when we mow the lawn. So trial and error, we'll see. Again, I have my trusty cooking gloves. Y'all, I just can't find gloves that work nice for me, that actually fit but makes me feel comfortable working in the yard. All the ones I see are so bulky, and I'm trying to find some good ones. So drop a link in a comment, something, Temu, TikTok, Facebook page, I don't know. Let me know where I can find some good gloves. All right. Look at that. All right, that may have been a fluke, so let's see. Okay. Mini bestie is bestieing too. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and work with what we got. Yeah, I love it. guys, I may have found my new best friend because this one can actually get into the areas where my other bestie couldn't, which is fine. They're both my besties. But right now I'm sharing the other one with Sam. But look at this. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I'm not sure if you guys always knew about this kind of tool, but when we were working in the backyard, I just decided, look, I need some help because my fingers weren't doing it. So I just went in the garage and grabbed that other one, and it was amazing. Just like this one. Don't let people tell you that size matters. Sometimes the smallest little tool can work effectively, and this is doing just that. So I am very content. All right, guys, I finished on this side that I was working on, and now I'm going to start weeding this side and kind of meet Sam in the middle, and then eventually work my way down the driveway. I took my hat off because I was sweating underneath this, and I am just starting my microlock journey, and I don't want to do anything to mess that up. So we'll let my hair breathe a little bit while we start down here. Actually, I need another trash bag, and I think I left it up here. So I had to come out of my sweatshirt sooner than expected because I was pulling weeds over here, and I didn't know that I was becoming a feast for ants until I felt one bite me, and I was like, oh my goodness, and kind of freaked out a little bit. Yeah, you never know what to expect when you're gardening. So yeah, that was kind of a big freak out. So I freaked out. Ants were around. It wasn't pretty. You were over there. I don't think you saw me. I'm not proud of the moment, but you know what? It is what it is. What? Okay, yeah, I freak out a lot, but
over everything.
Oh,
Why do we even have a garden?
because you wanted it, and I'm along for the ride. I do not freak out for everything. I have some things that I don't freak out over. I don't know what they are yet, but when I find out, I'll let you guys know. All right, let's get back to it. Now that this has happened to me, I'll be looking at down at my arms a lot more frequently. These little buggers are everywhere. It does feel pretty nice out here though. Okay, I just moved to the front of the yard and I'm going to try and tackle the rest of this. And I think we're going to call it a wrap because it's like almost noon and we haven't eaten anything. And tomorrow it's supposed to rain, but I think if we can get the plants in the back into the ground before it rains, everything should be good. So, yeah, let's try to knock this out. Sam is on the other side cutting down the wisteria as well as shaping that tree, and he's going to cut some things down over there. And I hope we should be able to wrap up within an hour or so. I hope. Hey guys, we are finally done. I'm just going to be very transparent with y'all. We did not get to the buckets in the back to transplant them because taking up weeds, oh my gosh, it's a beast in itself. But giving you a little look of all that we've accomplished. I'm loving the way it looks right now. We have to definitely put down some preen before it rains tomorrow. And we have some more weeds on the other side back there that didn't get to, but another day. But if you take a look, it looks so much cleaner. Look at the beautiful new growth on this evergreen. I think it's a type of spruce. Spruce, I think. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it is looking really nice. And our neighbors are having fun in their pool right now, so it's time for us to stop and we can enjoy the rest of our Saturday as well. Sam was able to cut back our tree here, and we did a really good job cleaning up our trellis there. This is the side that he worked on. Now, why he took a branch from our tree and planted it here, saying, I want to see if it grows the roots, and if it does, then I'll transplant it to the back. I would have never thought to do that, but this whole area here was so bad. He did an excellent job. What we're not going to do is focus on the other side, which I'll work on this coming week, but it's looking good. It is looking amazing. So now we are on the other side of the house. I did not get this part on camera because obviously I'm not too great with aiming my camera. So I was like, why bother? And just going through and pulling all the weeds out of this bed actually was a little bit harder than I thought because these weeds were like well rooted in. And yeah, you're probably wondering, what is that cord there? That's actually a line that leads to our lights that my son cut about a year, 2 years ago. And yeah, we have to get that fixed sometime soon, hopefully. But this just getting all in the beds around that hosta. Yes, guys, we have them everywhere. And going around near the air conditioning, we had a shrub that we cut back. Hopefully, it grows back this year. And just getting all in a nooks and cranny underneath our other Japanese tree. I think it's a Japanese maple. Sam did go ahead and cut down our clematis that's on this arbor here. And there are a lot of little clovers under this tree that you really can't get rid of. We just need to lay down some preen and then mulch over it and keep it moving. Sam did a great job cutting our grass because we really haven't cut through the grass and kind of did a lot of raking of all the leaves and the wet grass. And so Sam and my son went through and cut the grass down significantly and we're able to do a really good cleaning. Oh, there's our little puppy. Her name is Lucky. She's very excitable, and whenever she comes outside, she wants to be all over us. She is something else. I love her to death, but oh my goodness, she can be a lot. Okay, she needs to stop, but if she sees you doing something, she wants to be the center of attention. Anyhow, the grass is something we need to keep working on. There's a lot of clovers in our grass. So we also had a company come out to spray the grass, and hopefully those clovers start to die down and our grass can kind of grow and suppress it. Heading towards our big fern, or I'm not sure what this thing is called. I always say I'm going to make sure I see what the name is. I'm just following her. Look at her. She's making me feel uncomfortable, like she's about to poop. God, I hope she don't poop. I don't feel like picking up poop right now. But if you look, see at the bottom, you can see green that's starting to grow. So we really need to cut this fern down, or grass. It's a big grass, I guess. Cut it down significantly so that the new growth can start to flourish and become pretty, because it is really pretty. Honestly, it's pretty when it's all green. So we need to work on that. Anyways, towards back here, they went ahead and cut here as well. And the grass is actually looking really good. If you look really closely, you'll see the clovers I'm talking about. But other than that, it's filling in well. Back here where we have the shade and the open branches, we have a lot of patches where there's like no grass. So I'm not sure how we can remedy that, if we need to overseed this coming fall to try to get more grass back here instead of clovers. See, you can take a look. The clovers kind of dominate the backyard here. So that's what we're working with after pulling weeds in the front, mowing the grass. We are just slowly working through all of this, and I'm liking the way it turns out. So here's Lucky. She's saying bye. Such a cutie.